Remember the days we saw purple haze. 1 and 1 is 3. Hey, 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 what you do to me?
Good evening and welcome to Louisville Late Night. This evening we have a very special guest and a friend all in Kentucky. And at the beginning of the show we want to give Gatewood Galbraith a very special award. He is to be the first winner of the Tom Moore Whiskey Kentucky King Award in honor of all the great work that the Gatewood's done on behalf of truth in the state of Kentucky. And we also want to mention here that Gatewood's just came out with his latest book, The Last Free Man in America Meets the Synthetic Subversion. And we want to now present our presenter. We have cover girl Mary Ann from Today's Woman here to present Gatewood with the Tom Moore Whiskey Kentucky King Award and to place the king hat on Gatewood and to give him the last bottle. Now this, let's see, this bottle, they produced this about 1876. That was my great-grandfather, and in Bardstown, Kentucky. And anyway, Gatewood, after 100 years, they have stopped making this. And one of my cousins in Bardstown found this, and this might be the last bottle of Tom Moore whiskey. But the reason this has special significance for we in the family is because we believe that marijuana is a much better helper of the human coping mechanism than alcohol. And anyway, we want you to have this, and Mary Ann is here to both put the king's hat on you. Let's do the king's hat first. And you name him king?
Mary Ann, absolutely. Or she's supposed to be on Gilligan's Island.
And here is
it looks weird from that side. The other side to this side right here. Well, thank you very much, Patrick. I appreciate that. I'll put this on my shelf right beside the bottle of Whiskey River that Willie Nelson gave me.
All right.
Yes, I have my own special whiskey shelf that not very many people ever get a sip from. But I'll put this in a special place. Thanks very much. As for this hat, I've got a special place where this hat can go to. But it's where did you get this fine specimen of Mardi Gras?
A friend passed that on to me, as a matter of fact.
Well, I think it should go on many other of the Louisville's
Late Night Awards.
Yes,
we'll see.
All right.
But let's get right back to your great book, The Last Free Man in America and the Synthetic Subversion. Now, the synthetic subversion is a key idea, Gatewood, to your whole insight into the political system. And before, in the last show, you were talking about the way the oil companies and the gun manufacturers, or some of them, you were talking about the DuPonts. Over 100 years, and you were talking about the pharmaceutical companies. I mean, how these different interests have an interest in hemp and marijuana not being legal. And then what about the newspaper publishers? Don't they fit into that too?
Well, yes, the same way that what we talked about is encapsulating and summarizing what we talked about earlier, and that was that the chemists and the large corporations in the petroleum industries and the petrochemical companies and the pharmaceutical companies began developing products from the synthetic cycle, stuff that didn't have to be raised off the farm, that they wanted to replace that they wanted to use to replace those products that were being produced in the natural cycle: fiber, fuel, medicine, and increasingly food. And of course, they've been very successful at that. Today, less than 50% of the fiber is grown off the land anywhere around the world. And cotton accounts for the biggest part of that, and it's very intensive, needs chemicals and chemicals on it to grow. Fuel, I mean, it's all monopolized by the petrochemical companies, international oil companies. Medicine, it's all monopolized by the synthetic pharmaceutical industry. If you go into a grocery store and look at the ingredients on a package, you'll find out how rapidly our farmers are being displaced from their heritage of food production. It's all been taken